A personal loan is the type of loan that is used for personal expenses, which may include repayment of debts, wedding expenses, taking a vacation, buying electronics, home renovation, and unexpected medical expenses, amongst others. Typically, unsecured personal loans are offered on the credibility of the borrowers along with their capacity to repay the amount. The amount that can be procured through this type of loan varies between 50,000 to 50 lakhs, while the tenure of repayment may range from 24 months to 60 months. Personal loans are usually offered by banks, non-banking financial companies, also known as NBFCs, and online lending agencies. The latter are fast becoming the most trusted sources for this type of loan because of a quick and easy digital application procedure, fast approvals, and swift dispersal of the approved amount. Now that you know what exactly a personal loan entails, let's talk about some terms that will help you ensure a successful approval for you while avoiding common personal loan mistakes. But before we begin, do not forget to press the bell icon and like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. So let's begin.
The first one is purpose. While personal financing can be used for varied purposes, most people apply for this loan to meet expenses pertaining to home renovation, medical emergency, wedding, education fees, and traveling. The second one is eligibility. Given that a personal loan does not require any security, the lending institution is bound to check your eligibility before signing off on loan. It is important that you are self-employed professional, an employee of an organization, or the owner of a business with a minimum monthly income of Rs 30,000. Your age and occupation also act as a deciding factor for the institution for personal loan eligibility. The third one is credit appraisal. This is primarily a quick check conducted by the bank or the lender to test your ability to repay the loan. For you to pass through this, it is vital for you to have a favorable credit history and a credit score of 700 or above. If you do not have a reasonable credit score, you can expect the interest rates to be on the higher side as well. The fourth one is loan disbursal process. This is the process wherein the approved loan amount is handed over to you in the form of an account pay check or via an electronic transfer to your savings account. While the disbursal process may take up a few weeks in time in case of a bank, an online lender usually takes only a few days to disburse your loan amount. The fifth one is duration. Depending on the repayment capacity, the lender will offer you a period ranging from 12 to 60 months to repay the loan amount. This repayment is usually divided into equated monthly payments, also known as EMIs. The higher the EMI, the quicker will you be able to pay off your loan. The sixth one is interest rate. Lenders offer loans with an aim to earn interest on the principal amount over a period of time. In case of a personal financing, the interest rate can be anywhere from 10.99 to 22% per annum. The interest is divided equally and is added to the EMIs for convenience. A good credit history and credit score will ensure lower interest rates and vice versa. The seventh one is extra charge. When a bank, NBFC or an online lender offers the loan, they usually charge a processing fee. This fee typically ranges between 2 to 5% of the amount of loan and is non-refundable in nature. In some cases, this fee may be waived owing to the long-term relationship shared by the lender and the borrower. The eighth one is part payment. In some scenarios, a lender may choose to make a part payment which is either equal to or more than the next scheduled EMI. A part payment is usually done in order to lower the EMI or the interest rate. The ninth one is prepayment. This is a tool which can be used by a borrower to pay a large part of the loan before the due date. Only allowed by some banks and online lenders, prepayment can be done after the first 12 months. In addition, the borrower is liable to pay an additional fee ranging from 1 to 2% of the outstanding amount. The last one is foreclosure. Foreclosure refers to the complete repayment of the loan amount before the end of the loan tenure. As in the case of prepayment, even foreclosure requires the borrower to pay an additional fee ranging from 2 to 5% of the loan amount.
Well, this was it for today's video. Let us know what you think about the video and comment below if you have any doubts. We will try to reply to it as soon as we can. Stay tuned to our channel for more informative videos like these. Till then, goodbye and take care.